Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We're in the third quarter, and it's the Giants who are in possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe. 9 yards.
This lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes looking left side and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And with a big catch. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after.
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 13 yards, good for a jump.
Less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get there. It's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. Last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm all expected for the second week in a row. He's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Robbins. Upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier play game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio turn over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because
and now look at this, big gain, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Let's see now, Charles, that's 7 turnovers between week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
2nd and long. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Well, here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. It's midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get it. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to pour it on. So often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, finding the hole in the defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking out because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late. A gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And inside the 20, but back to throw. Robinson's got it and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the shotgun. End zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though,
and the pressure gets again. Darius Leonard getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team.
Oh, now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. 20. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
And New York set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. To win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bomb